and lovely bone china and all sorts of interesting things. But we're going to start with this. Isn't it just gorgeous? This is a Peter Vegan little colour box bear. Now, I love the scene so much because it's a garden scene. Can you see the little trowel down there? And he's picked in his little basket here, little wooden vintage basket. Lovely big cabbage. What else can we see in there? I see carrots. It's gone and got, oh yes, I see the leaves and more carrots. He's got quite a few things in his basket. And this is him sitting down having a rest after doing lots of planting and work in the garden. It's always good when you've been busy in the garden to take time just to sit down and enjoy it. Little darling things. Look, in this plant there's all kinds of little things. There's a garden fork, little rocks, and what's this? Is that a little book he's been reading? Might be in some stones. It's just gorgeous. I love his little face, and I love the little stripy wee scarf. I wonder if it's got on the back here. Let's see. It's definitely Peter Vegan, made hand painted in Scotland. Peter Vegan, 1980. Is it 1980? No, 1989, I think. I bought it and it was pre-loved when I bought it, and I thought it was just adorable because they're a little special little one that's been in the family for a long time and enjoyed. Now, what should we look at next? I'll put that one to the side. This is a delightful little green glass bottle with cork lid and a little ribbon. It's been hand painted with these dreamy little flowers that make it just transform it. Now, it's also a love heart-shaped bottle of green glass. Isn't it delightful? I'm unsure whether this is safe to put oil in or not. I don't know how clean it is inside. I bought it pre-loved, so I've just really had it sitting there. Looks like it might have been used for something once upon a time. Just like to be cautious with food things. Don't want anyone getting sick. This little vase. This one is a Hammersley brown china made in England. It's delightful little floral. Oh, I see those, what do you call them? Fuchsia. I think I see a fuchsia in there amongst the roses, and that blue and white one looks gorgeous. I'm not sure what flower that is, but I'd like to grow it. Little sprigs of pink and they're little bluebells. I can't tell. No, there's something else. I haven't seen that one. I haven't got that in the garden. Lovely rose. Some nice daisy type flowers. Just a pretty little vase. Pre-loved when I bought it, and nice on display and with fresh flowers because it's watertight. You can put the fresh flowers in there, which is great. Now this is a little English Sylvac, I think. Sylvac, no, nut brown funnel, pie funnel made in England, nut brown. It's a little vintage pie funnel made like a wee elephant. I'm not sure if they still make them. This is an old one with the old markings on it. I don't know if they still produce them, but it's really rather cute. All the hot air comes out his trunk. Quite delightful. Let's move over these ones. This little one is a wee vintage egg cup. It's a bunny. It's so cute. I've got a couple of egg cups, or 3 or 4 egg cups to show you different ones. collected over the years, added to the collection, and for using. Though we don't so much have hard-boiled eggs, but they're still delightful, and you can put little something else in them. Don't have to restrict it to eggs. This little one's pulling a wagon now. I'm not sure if it's a bunny. Yes, I would say that little face was a bunny pulling a wee wagon along. And that's in blue. It's a lovely little one, little vintage English one. This one is very old as well, and it looks like violets to me, but it might be some other little flowers. But I think it's rather gorgeous. Sweet. This is a very old eye bath made of glass. Very handy if you get something in your eye to wash your eye with. Just put some lukewarm, very not cold, not hot, not even, just so that it's really not going to hurt your eye at all. Put some water in there and bathe your eye in it, and it generally flushes out whatever's bothering it without too much pain, which is always a bonus. Definitely useful little thing. I've got a little blue plastic one in that glass one. Had them for lots of years too. This wee one, now, where is this made? This is something. I can't, oh dear, the lighting's not the best. I can't read it. It's all right, we'll just look at it. It looks like in the Netherlands, perhaps, or somewhere. There's a little person feeding some ducks, or they might be geese, but it's just delightful, and it's got like this, I don't know if that's metal. Yes, it's got like this little metal ridge at the top, and it's pottery. It's got some old markings down here and numbers. Oh yes, look, I see Dutch clocks, so I think it's a vintage Dutch one. It's really cute. Is that one doing some planting? I really can't tell. But that one's definitely feeding some ducks or birds or goose. Cute, cute, cute. I'm going to look at our giant strawberries soon. The strawberries are growing well in the garden. This I picked up. I bought this more recently. I just thought it had a really lovely vintage vibe. I found it at a little thrift shop locally, and I thought it was really cute. It's made of metal. It's like it reminds me of Italy. The little fleur-de-lis there. And yeah, it's just cute. Just a cute little thing. I don't know what it was off or where it's supposed to go, but it's sitting with the ornaments, looking pretty. It was only a little bit of money, so I thought, yes, I'll get you to. You'll look nice amongst everything. This one I've had for a very long time too. This one, is it German? Or is it, I can't read it. No, it's England. Yeah, it's a little piggy. Look at the little tail and the little face. Ah. He looks like he's been having such a fun, happy day. Probably been rolling around in the mud, enjoying himself, and then got washed off and all clean again with a nice shower of rain. I'm ready for some more play. Little piglet, a baby piglet with a curly tail. This is from Norway. At least I think it is. Oslo, yes. It's a tiny little salt spoon. Very old one. That's all enamel. And that's a tiny little gold tone. It's not gold. It's definitely not gold. It might have a gold leaf on it or something, but you can see the other metal coming through. I haven't used it because I don't know how safe it is for food. I don't really use a little salt spoon anyway. It's a bit small for eating. You'd have to be having a tiny little snack to need that smaller spoon. No, really, we don't do that, do we? Hammersley, yes, fine bone china, Hammersley, made in England. I should have known it off the top of my head, but it just escaped me. I think it's like a sauce jug or a gravy boat or maybe a little cream jug or milk jug, a small one. But whatever it is, it's cute. It's very cute. Again, it was pre-loved when I bought it and added it to the collection many years ago. Just lovely, and it looks pretty hanging up. You can have it hanging, you can have it sitting, or you can put it away in the cupboard sometimes. What should we look at next? Should we save the strawberry till later? No, let's do it now. Yum! I do love strawberries fresh from the garden. It's so fun. The children love them too. It's just so fun picking them. And they just adore this giant strawberry. Possibly even more than me, if that's possible. We bought that at a Sunday market years ago. Or I bought it at a Sunday market years ago. And the little ones just adore it. They love to hold it. And great fascination, because look, it's all, you can feel all where the pips are. Feels really, really nice. It's lovely and smooth, yet it's got all these little interesting parts where your fingers go into. Yeah, they just love it in the stalk. Just cute, and it's got this so that it sits flat and doesn't roll around, which is definitely good. And it's soft, so it doesn't mark the furniture. But this one doesn't come out all the time. Just occasionally it will sit out for a while because it takes up a lot. Look how big that strawberry is. Imagine eating a strawberry this big. I can imagine it. I don't think my tummy would be able to hold it, but I can imagine it. Yeah. It's really, really cool. And see how it changes colour. It's like that part's riper and that part's not quite so ripe. It's just really interesting and quite gorgeous. Yeah, I got that at the Sunday market and bought that pre-loved, and it's caused such delight over the years. It's just been, really enjoyed, even though it's not functional at all. I don't know what you could use it for, maybe a paperweight, but it's really just decorative. And at one stage I was thinking, but then little people fell in love with it, so now it stays. This one is New Zealand tea bag holder. So if you've been making cups of tea and you haven't got your little waste bin handy, you can get your tea bag out and pop it in here. It's cute. And I like the pottery. I like the natural part of this mixed with the glaze and the little embossing. I'll see if I can tell you who made it. I can see it's engraved in the back, made in New Zealand. Oh, is it Dovedale? It might be. I'll show you. Anyway, it's a New Zealand potter and possibly Dovedale, but it could be someone totally different. My eyes are not the best for reading. Next one. This is glorious. This has been sitting, not upside down. Yes, it's been sitting upside down for years. I'm just holding it upside down, about to tell you it's been like that for years. Now, it's a little one made in Holland. It's on the back here, if you can read it. See, it says actually made in Holland. This is some sort of postcardy part there, which must be this little oil painting in here. They've done the painting on a little card. It's not an actual postcard, it's a piece of card that they've painted on there, and they've attached it in here for the window. So you're looking out the window into the fields and meadows, and it just looks so dreamy and dark and so old. Very, very rustic. I have to lean this way because it's too big, otherwise realise I'm totally out of the picture. Well, that's all right. You just need to look at this anyway. But yeah, look at this. That's the part, presumably like a, what do you call it? That I haven't got one of those. I didn't know that they had those in the old days. But no, maybe it's not. I don't know what it is. That's not a stove, is it? I don't know. Is that a little workbench area? It looks like a little workbench area. Maybe this is a little cupboard, meant to be a little cupboard. Because I can see things on here that you wouldn't have on a stove. And this is all faux bricks. And I've got over here, must be a little basin, or maybe that's a little stove area. A wee table, those little bench tables. And a wee bench over here. Can you see that? Yeah, there's a little bench as well. A little something on the wall. What's this up high? Oh, that must be for their chimney. What's it? Something to do with something. I don't know. No, I'm all wrong. It's one of those exposed wood beams that you get on your ceilings in the early homes. It makes much more sense than something to do with the chimney. Yes, it's one of those exposed beams, but look, if we can get it up close, you can see it's an original little oil painting in there. This gorgeous little scene, it's just darling. I think it's a Rustic. Yes, this has been hanging for a very long time at home in various locations. Near the dining room and the other rooms, just taking. At the moment it's in a less obvious space, but it's still being enjoyed. It's been a change around of having different things coming out, and this one's just a little bit round the corner at the moment, but it's still lovely. It's still being enjoyed. I'll just have a quick look and see if I can find anything else. The table's all full, so I couldn't fit any more on there. I'll have a quick look, otherwise I'll come back and say bye-bye for now. See, I'll be back. This little old squirrel is so cute. It's made of like a resin. I don't know exactly what it's made of, but it's really interesting. It's cool. Just spin it round so you can get a good look at it. I think it's very cool. It doesn't like to stand up. Has it got the maker's name? Yes. It's signed there. Copyright somebody or other. It's so small. But that's whoever's done it. I put their little name on there to make sure that no one has the same. It's very lovely. It's a cute little squirrel. It's quite reasonably thick. Quite chunky, not too heavy, but nice. Oh, paperweights, I must show you those. You might like to see some vintage paperweights that are beautiful after. They popped into my head. This is a little one. This is original designs by Brigart, hand painted. Little hand painted bear on the wood. I think it's very sweet. Look at the little head with the wee flower in it. It must be winter because they're wearing a winter tweed coat. Got their little satchel. It says something here. Melbourne. Oh, they're in Australia. Melbourne, Australia. It's rather delightful. It just stands up like so. I've had that for lots of years. I probably when I got it, I realised it said Melbourne because I like Melbourne. I've been to Melbourne. This one, I can't remember the brand, but it's not a brand because it's one of those hand-blown ones. I'm pretty sure this one's a New Zealand one. sure this is New Zealand grass. It might be, oh yes, it's got it here. Hogland Art Glass, New Zealand. It's got a little kiwi bird and it says Hogland Art Glass. It's really rather beautiful. It's got all these dreamy colours in it. It's not showing up really well. It just looks like a blue thing. But it's actually got all these colours in it. It's rather beautiful. It's much prettier than you're getting to look at. That's disappointing. This is another one. This one's Hogland Grass. I'm pronouncing it really badly. Hoglund glass, handmade in New Zealand. And this one, maybe you can get the list of the little colours in it. That's not showing up either. It's looking quite not fancy at all. But it's actually got purples and blues and little speckles. I don't think it'll make any difference if I take these artificial flowers out. No, it's not showing off its beauty. It's decided not to. This one I bought, it had this chip, but it made it that I could afford it. I bought it pre-loved too. It wasn't bought new because they're rather expensive, these things. But I saw it and it was, I can't remember where. Anyway, it was for sale, possibly at the Sunday market. I'm not sure. Might have been another shop, a little vintage shop. But it had the chip, so that made it affordable. And I thought it's just as cute with a chip. I don't mind. This wee one, this is from Flinders Ranges in South Australia. Top of the range at some hotel one. I got this at the Sunday market. It was very budget friendly because it's got this little bit of chipping, but it's an old enamel one from somebody's adventures in Australia years ago, and I just use it to keep little things in. Don't use it for drinking because of the chip, but it's definitely possibly could be used for drinks. It's just very tiny. Enamelware is very good for drinks, but not so much if there's chips around the part where you're going to drink or inside. This is also from Australia, strangely enough. There's a whole lot of Australia coming out right now, which is lovely. Now this is gecko. I had got this for a present years and years ago, made in Australia, and it's very worn. It's all its other colours are coming through now, but it's very chunky and well made. And look at this topiary tree, just delightful, just beautiful. They used to sell these in town years ago. Very nice. This one is a little vintage horse. It's made of some kind of pottery. It's very old and it used to have a tail made of like hay, little twiggy things for its tail. And yeah, somebody decided that there was an accident happened and its tail was lost. And that's its little part to sit on. It's rather nice, very nicely done. Lots of dust on it though, but lovely. Now this one here is from Caithness, and it is called Moonflower. Caithness, Scotland. It's got a number engraved in it and all sorts of things. It's really gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful? I think it's wondrous. I could look at that for ages. It's just so pretty. I don't want to drop it. I'll hold it careful. Isn't it delightful? Just beautiful. And it's this kind of mauvey pink. And yeah, I've had it for a long, long time. I think it's just lovely. It's funny. At one stage I had to sell it because I needed the money. And then I found it again years later. It was like it was meant to come back. And I was able to buy it back again. So yeah, I was lucky. It was like it was meant to be. Not sure if it's exactly the same one. It certainly looks like it. I didn't really take note of the number, but it doesn't matter. It is the same. It's the same design, the same everything. If there is a difference, it's only just the number, but I like to think it came back. This wee one is Misty, and this is by Kathleen in Scotland. Remember that beautiful, beautiful vase that I've shown? A beautiful vase that with the pink and white swirls in it. Well, I think that's from these same people, these Kathniss. I have trouble with all these Kath names, don't I? Kathniss, and in Scotland. I wish I was better at pronouncing things, but I just do my best. It's got all these swirls of pink in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is more beautiful than it's showing up. It's not showing up its beauty. Maybe from, no, you can't see it from underneath either. It's really quite gorgeous. I love showing you all these things. I've had a lovely time, and I hope you have too. You have a wonderful day and evening, and I'll see you again soon.